How do you build community? I mean, I guess you would just kind of just do you, right? Just post whatever content is like suited for you, whatever makes you happy, and just put it out there and just see if it makes anybody else happy. Unless the numbers matter more than like the community itself, then you could just do whatever's trendy, and you'll get those numbers then. And if you commit to that, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You could transition the community into something else really easily, actually. You can build them up in one way and then turn them on another if you got them that hooked on you. There's a lot of power in this like whole influencer game. It's a power that's been hidden within a lot of people. I feel like there's been like, just imagine like if TikTok was around with like fucking Tupac's day and age. Like there'd still be no doubt that like Tupac would be like the number one TikToker, right? Or like number one, whatever the fuck he was doing. Where there'd be like 72 other rappers that'd be doing well. Like not because they're competing with Tupac, but because they have their own giant fucking source of income through the internet, just constantly binge watching their gameplay videos or their vlogs or just whatever the fuck they want to just monetize. I don't know. And I just like to bring that up because I'm very, very blessed, and I'm very like, when Vince Staples and Joe Budden was talking on the phone, and Vince Staples was like, bro, it's not my fault, I'm born in the future. I was the realest shit. Like, he always says real shit, but like, damn, like, I really have an edge on these other niggas. Like, we just straight up, we just born in the future. It's not my fault that we was born when smartphones were invented. Like, now all this entertainment talent can come to fruition, and we have to completely let go of the idea of, the number one spot, because realistically, those people in that music industry are going to, all they have to do is turn their nose up. That's all they have to do is turn their nose up until it makes them some money. Then they'll look down on you and sniff you a little bit, give you some clout. Oh my God, who played games with who? How do you build a community, though? It's just kind of like rambling on. I don't know what's going in, what's going out, and this shit. But this was all of this was just inspired by a poll that I saw a couple of days ago on Colin and Samir's community page. It was, would you rather have 2 million TikTok followers or 500,000 YouTube subscribers? And I voted 500,000 subscribers, as did 95% of 21,000 people. The next one was, would you rather have 3 million followers or 100,000 YouTube subscribers? And I picked the 3M, like 12% of people. And I'm like, oh shit, people will really have 100K over 3M. And then there was a final kicker. And I know there's bias, but this really just gets me sometimes. Would you rather have 5 million TikTok followers or 50,000 YouTube subscribers? 68% of people said they would rather have 50,000 YouTube subscribers than 5 million TikTok followers. Like, for one, you could just advertise your YouTube a few times. Like, I know TikTok YouTubers like don't do as well. Like, I've seen it happen time and time again. Where, oh my God, I have millions and millions of followers on TikTok. Let me make an Instagram. Oh my God, now I have millions and millions and millions of followers on Instagram. Let me make a YouTube. Oh my God, I only have 6,600 subscribers. What the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? And there is a clear value that is an obscenely high value in the YouTube subscriber. You can pivot from a YouTube subscriber to an Instagram follower to a TikTok follower and still have very, very gargantuan numbers that will reflect your impact within the social sphere. But you can't do that the other way around. So, I say all this to say that I understand to some degree the polarity of the polls, right? I feel like I was supposed to have I have like a little list of things to say that like I haven't even got to. I just feel like I just had to unload my mind. It was just a whole bunch of thoughts and shit. Basically, people on YouTube are always just gonna prefer the YouTube space over TikTok, regardless of the money, regardless of the time and effort. The fact that you could put like 180 seconds worth of effort, literally just film, record, like post, no edits, no nothing, literally 200 seconds worth of work, and get millions of views and like thousands of dollars a day. All of a sudden easy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's amazing. And the pivot from TikTok to YouTube, even though it looks perilous, even though it looks whack, you gotta understand that, you know, I would say that live streaming is the absolute number one motherfucking way. That's what people have been missing, for one. If you want to get from TikTok followers to YouTube subscribers, you're not just gonna jump from Instagram and into YouTube. You feel me? There has to be a Twitch or a streaming element in between that, because there is a TikTok live stream feature where people will come and watch you. Hella people, thousands of people come and watch you live. There is an Instagram live feature. All you have to do is point at that shit at your fucking Twitch account while you're live. Aiden Ross that shit. Literally the hidden link that Aiden Ross found and nobody else is really realizing. Show the live stream. And that's your link. That's how you get your 5 million followers all over the YouTube, is with live streaming. Isn't the more that people start to realize this, the more it's gonna blow up. And live streaming, even so, is like algorithmically, like it's getting pumped like in different parts of the country. Like you start a live stream, it's just gonna get a whole bunch of people around the world just gonna start watching it. It's just gonna be shown to them in their little live stream discover page, because they want to make the next big artist. They want to make the next big thing. They're trying to push out people in order to, because, you know, it's like how, like I watched that video about how the D'Amelio's got famous, basically because the algorithm had said that we're going to put all the wealth on just a few people. We're going to make superstars. That's how we're going to get attraction to this app, is we're going to make people literal superstar, champion, top 0.001% just off rip. Literally Migos the entire game. You talk about your money, you get money. You put somebody in with a lot of money, all of a sudden everybody else starts making money just based off of image. Now the algorithm's a little bit more bent, but still. Where was I going with that? Regardless of that. Yeah, we're just gonna let that one go. Listen to it in post and be like, what the fuck was that trying to say? And then like finish it later. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have cut myself off. Anyways. Also, I want to talk a little bit about niches. Do a little clapping and rub the hands together as like a signaling that we're moving on to something different. It's different, but I'm going to ask the same question. How do you build a community? Well, you do it by being niched, but how do you get discovered? I was reading through the comments of the Colin and Samir poll, and TikTok people were saying that, you know, they're only really going to be discovered by a For You page that shows one video at a time that you swipe through, and it's just less and less, you know, probability of you being shown on that For You page. And even if they follow you, most people are going to spend time on their For You page than their following page. That's just the thing. There's always another new thing for them to fucking find that TikTok is finding for them. Why would they even look at the followers? And I get it, but, you know, sometimes your following is going to show up in the For You page regardless. There's that. But I would just like to talk a bit about the algorithm, which might be a little bit scary to talk about, just because the algorithm is pretty wild, man. It's like, it's the most hyper realistic, in your face, like imagine you're watching a TikTok, right? You're looking at it. I feel like the algorithm sees what you're looking at. You open the comments, it sees what you're reading. It looks at the pixel, the colors of the pixel, the length of the video, the date that it was posted. Somebody in the background said steak, Outback Steakhouse, Tuesday night at 313 dumpster, and then they show some guy tripping on the back of a freaking dumpster right out back steakhouse at 3:13 p.m. the moment you switch because a comment said this, and then every time, every little flick of the eye, the algorithm's going and it's choosing the next video for you. I know I just sounded like a whole tinfoil hat, but that is the level that this is at right now. So I say all that to say, your niche is gonna find you. Your niche is going to find you, no matter what program or application you are on. TikTok is a little more blatant with how they do it, so maybe, really just be yourself. All the little details and all the little intricacies, motherfucker, intricacies. What the fuck? No, oh god, I gotta all your little intricacies. Intricacies. Yeah, all of your intricacies are being coded, logged, and compared against other people with those same, attributes. And yeah, you're gonna find your crowd eventually. It's really just about you believing in it, and it's also about space believing in you as well. I saw that video that space like messed up somebody's speed run and put them a minute above where anybody could ever possibly be, or messed up this voting system because a 64-bit was activated when it wasn't supposed to have been activated. And I don't know, space, just by that video alone, I was just wow, so space can really just interrupt, just vibe check you, just vibe check your phone, vibe check your computer, vibe check your For You page, your recommended. And you can be spiritual about that, and you can say, oh man, it's a sign from the Yada I mean, which I mean, what else can you what else can you get besides a literal alteration from space on your computer as a sign from the Yada I mean? Or you can just keep going on about your life and be like, oh, well, that happened. The last thing I wanted to talk about is there's been a shift in space that people are being kind of ignorant to. It is the exact same ideology that you would find within TV networks, back in the 2010s when YouTube started popping off and everybody was I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's kind of whack, bro. We got this great TV thing going. There's no way the internet could. That was the sound of the TV networks just crashing because YouTube just destroyed everything. And I see the exact same thing happening within YouTube. I know you can't really destroy the TV networks. I know at this point you can't really destroy YouTube. Those two are interconnected basically. But TikTok's using a stronger algorithm, and it's using weapons of fucking mass destruction, man. It keeps you scrolling. It uses the top tier. It uses space to keep you scrolling, motherfucker. I mean, YouTube does the same thing. Every fucking search engine uses space. What am I saying? What am I saying? But TikTok keeps you scrolling, is what I'm trying to say. It keeps you scrolling. And at the end of the day, we're just wasting time. Just entertainment. And we're all headed to the same place. It's just how you use the time. So even if the way that you use the time every day, there's less depth to it, there's less length, there's less actual good thought and knowledge packed into it, the time still goes by. Whether I spend an hour listening to deep, thoughtful shit, or I spend an hour just scrolling through shit posts, the hour still goes by. So at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter, and it will never fucking matter. You will never be able to convince these kids to pick YouTube over TikTok. You will never be able to. Just stop the argument. You should find pride and pleasure in the fact that you are experiencing higher art and giving yourself, a higher opportunity to be knowledgeable. And you should just level in that fact.